I'm going to talk about the type, the cause, the effect, and the media's role in resolution of the Ashanti and the Denkyira conflict. We said that this war happened between the 1699s and the 1701s, which marked the decline of Denkyira's superiority over the Ashanti people. What happened is that Ashanti and Denkyira are all Akan states. But then Ashanti is dominated by Denkyira. And as the date suggests, in the 1699, that means that in the olden days, what I call the rule by the strongest, the Denkyira people found themselves to be stronger than the Ashanti people. So they were actually maltreating them. I'll tell you the reason why we have the name Ashanti, because the name Ashanti before was not Asante. Before, the name was Amansie, the key word. But then something happened and they got the name Asante. I will tell you that in a moment. The name of Asante in Chi means Osanti, and that is how the name Asante came, meaning because of the war, let us unite. Oral history and my research says that there was a little boy who was the nephew of Obuyewa. His name is Osei Tutu. I believe that you've heard this name. History said that the Ashanti people, they are very common with corrupting words. The name is actually Enum because they named the place after the leader of the gang that came with a confirmation and Osei Tutu. And the name was Enum Asamwa. And corruption of words along the line, the Ashanti people turned it into Edum. So when you go to Kumasi, there is a place called Edum. That was where the troops from Akom settled. The capital of Asante is Kumasi. And the reason why the name Kumasi came, before it was not Kumasi, it was called Kwamai. Kwamai. Later it turned into Kumasi. Gabin is one of the states that have come together as Asante. And the king is called Adakwa. This is the king who said that for him to allow his wife to go to Denkyira, which of course he knew that by the time his wife returns, she's impregnated, he would never allow it. That was the first time they could retaliate against the decree of the Denkyira king. So he stood up in the palace and told the messengers that for him to allow his wife is called Bravery, for him to allow Bravery, his favorite wife, to go to Denkyira, he would never in his life do that. That was what gave the courage to the king, or say to also say that if Adakwa Yadom says he would never allow his wife Bravery to go to Denkyira, then he or say to also not allow his wife Amanie, the wife of Osei is called Amanie, to go to Denkyira as well. So the Ashantis developed a proverb on that date out of this scene, which says that we're talking about the causes of the war. We have root causes and we have direct causes. The root causes, there are two. One is the political structure. Two is the economic factors. Now, talking about the political structure as a cause to the conflict, we say that in our own ways, we borrow that theory that says that they rule by the strongest. So one of the causes is that Denkyira had one way or the other become the strongest over Ashanti. So the tension that is being created is what pushed the Ashanti people to fight for their freedom. That was what brought about the conflict. Right? The second aspect is that economic factors. So it's like Denkyira had monopolized the roots of trading with the European people. And the means of trading and the means of production for Denkyira was literally the Ashanti people and the other Akan states. That was another reason.